So, wir sind hier im Menü von Awake American Nightmare und ich wollte mit euch zusammen den Story-Modus durchspielen. Mit einer neuen Story beginnen. Normal.
Hopelessly blurred, and nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs. The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
So, und hier sind wir jetzt auch schon. Nur das erste, was ich kurz machen will, ich will für euch den Untertitel anschauen. So. Taschenlampe nehmen. Will ich irgendwie schwimmen oder so? Keine Ahnung, wie man das macht. Jetzt geht das schon. Das hab ich auch schon im ersten Teil gehasst. So, können wir auch weiter? Kontrollpunkt mit Schusswaffen nehmen, wo ist er denn? Hier. Das ist so wie ein Tutorial, denke ich jetzt mal.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Ja, halt wie im alten Spiel, ne? Also die Monster kommen, wir müssen die Taschenlampe drauf richten, dann zerbricht der Schutz und dann können wir sie erst schießen.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Eine Manuskriptseite. Manuskriptseite geben die Einblicke in die Geschichte, die sind dazu da. Blablabla. Schriftsteller
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't a great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Ja, es wird halt auf Englisch vorgelesen, aber immerhin steht sie auf Deutsch, also könnt ihr es euch selber durchlesen. Da hinten. So.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
So ist hier wieder gespeichert. Die müsste doch vielleicht wieder was.
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Soll ich jetzt ran, oder? Möchten Sie zum Hotel? Ja, soll ran. Manchmal ist es die schlauste Taktik, wegzulaufen, die hell beleuchteten Bereiche und Rückzugpunkte zum Schutz vor Feinden. Okay. Halten Sie Umschalt gedrückt,
I
um
can't
zu
stay
rennen.
here now.
Nach hinten. Ja. Der aus einem hell nicht bestehenden Rückzugpunkt heilt sie. Okay. Escape zurück. Mach ich doch. Was ist das? Schalten Sie die Waffenkiste durch die Suche nach versteckten Manuskriptseiten frei. Und bereiten Sie Ihren Fall mit besseren Waffen an und Ende.
Hello!
Aha.
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
Wir kennen uns noch nicht. Aber erstmal lesen wir die neue Realität der Satire.
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit. Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
Sie sollten vorsichtig.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
He gets around, unfortunately. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
So, haben wir genug gequatscht.
The champion of light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
3 Objekte finden, um die Geschichte zu verändern. Anscheinend hat jetzt Albtraum so eine Karte, die man oben links sieht, mit den verschiedenen Sachen.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time, you know. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback.
Ah, anscheinend eine Edition. Vielleicht auch was. Wir brauchen gucken. Die Leuchtfackel. Eine Leuchtfackel haben wir aufgenommen. Da ist ein Fernseher.
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good. Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. Ah, that's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet. I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks. So quiet.
Ein bisschen verrückter Typ. Und das soll unser Doppelgänger sein. Auch nicht Skriptseite. F5. Seiten und Insekten. Ach, Seiten und Insekten.
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this. But I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where